What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Rio back again with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about the Washington Commanders. Today is Thursday, November 3rd. We're still in glory because the team is finally up for sale. But today we're talking football. We're getting to the nitty gritty and logistics of our game Sunday. It's time for our weekly game preview. Our opponent for the Blackout game, the Minnesota Vikings, so representing Purple Skull Nation. I got my boy Rap coming on from the Purple Pocket Podcast, who is now 117 subs away from 1,000 subscribers. Make sure y'all sub my guy up and welcome my guy to the show. Welcome to the channel, my boy.
What's happening, man? Appreciate you having me on, man. You know, you've been a big inspiration for me for when I started back in February, man. I told you that a while ago, man. So I appreciate all the work you do, man, as a content creator for your squad, for sure, man. But it's business. It's about business this week between me and you, though.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely about business. And yes, you did. You hit me a while back. You told me that, and those words, things like that, that's what keeps me going, man, even when times get hard. But before we get into specifically this game, and a guy I know very well who quarterbacks your team and the guy who head coaches your team, what got you? You said you started in February. What's your fan story as a Vikings fan, and what got you into content creation to start with?
Yeah, man. So I've been a fan since 1999. It was Randy Moss. Really, you know, Randy Moss is the sole reason. I just tell people all the time, like, I got in trouble when I was younger, had to write a paper on my idol. Randy Moss just happened to be that guy, you know what I mean? And then after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to rock with the whole squad, you know, just be a Vikings fan. So then since then, I just been going all in for the purple, man, you know. But yeah, man, I love being a Vikings fan. You know, we got some heartbreaks. We got to get some wins, man. We got to get to the Super Bowl, man. We got to get to the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah. I mean, you've seen much more successful seasons than I have, but neither of us has watched our team win a Super Bowl. So we can relate in that aspect, man. But you've definitely seen some closer things. It's crazy that you say 99 is the first season. 99 is the first season I could say I understood the game. I was 8 years old because I was born in 91. And that was a magical season for us. It was my first year understanding the game. We went 10-6. I thought we had a top 3 offense in the league. We had Brad Johnson leading us, and we were in a field goal away from the NFC Championship against the Rams that year. And I thought that's how life was going to be as a Washington fan. But boy, was I wrong, and boy, did I not know what was coming for the next 22 years of Daniel Snyder's tenure that is hopefully over soon. But your boys, 6-1 to start the season under a new head coach. Talk about it, man. Is it real? Is it fool's gold? How do you feel about the squad? How scary is the Vikings team this year?
Man, I think we're real scary, man. You know, Kevin O'Connell's just that dude, man. You know, he played a part for y'all's organization, being the quarterback coach. You know, he just got that you know, he just got that vibe about him, man, where he knows how to rally the troops. You know, we made the right move. You know, we were in between him and then Harbaugh. Actually, we interviewed him as well. And I just think we made the right choice with Kevin O'Connell, just getting that young, innovative type of coach. And his mic'd up just came out. And man, I mean, the way he just is out there on that field, he's like a Sean McVay, you know, just one of those type of coaches that just know how to rally the troops, man. Younger coach, these players can relate a little more. It makes all the sense for us, man. And we 6-1 is showing, you know, we ain't winning. These games aren't pretty, but we winning though. So that's all that matters.
Hell yeah. So there's no style points in this league. If there's anything I know here as a Washington fan, as a win is a win, because we win ugly every time we win. I can't even think of the last time we stomped the team out. But, man, Kevin O'Connell was supposed to still be here, man. We thought he was going to retain the OC job, but Ron came in and hired everybody he knew when he got here. And for nepotism reasons, oh, your father used to coach here 20 years ago, and you coached on my staff before. Come on down. Scott Turner took the job instead. And we get this graphic every time the Vikings, the 49ers, the Dolphins, the Packers, and the Niners play. We let so many young offensive genius minds out of this building. Matt LaFleur, Mike McDaniel, Kyle Shanahan, Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur. The list goes on and the list grows. It's very hard for me to see. I'm sure they're going to pull out the graphic a bunch of times on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
they're definitely going to talk about you guys as quarterback because a lot of our fans will disagree. I thought we should have paid the guy. How does your fan base treat and feel about Kirk Cousins? Because I don't feel like our fan base appreciated him at all. And now that we've been through like 20 quarterbacks in the 5 years he's left, I think people would appreciate him a little bit more now.
Yeah, so our fan base is, I'll have to say it's probably like 60-40, you know what I mean? Like 60% that actually rock with him. Because it's so, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the Vikings fans, like we call them Kirk stands, man. The ones that do rock with him, I'm gonna tell you what, you ain't finna argue them boys, man. Listen, them boys all the way in on him. They don't think he does anything wrong. See, me, I'm kind of 50-50, right? Like I call him out when he's wrong. I didn't like the move 2018. I felt like we should have stuck with Case Keenum for one more year and let him try to see what he can do. But this year I'm really excited about Kirk, man, and he's actually having one of his worst years ever.
Hell yes, statistically, his numbers are his shit look like Carson Wentz.
But this is the thing, though, Real. That's the thing, though, Real. Like I've been saying this all over again. Kirk is not the type of guy that you want to say, "Hey, go win us the game." You know what I mean? He is a elite game manager, and that's exactly what he's doing this year. He's making the couple throws that we need him to make in clutch time. Because he can make any throw on the field. I always give him his props. You know what I mean? He got an arm on him. He's very accurate. So, but he's an elite game manager. He's being used as a game manager right now, and we're winning football games. And that's what I like. I don't want him to throw 4,000 yards and have all these padded stats, and yet we go 8-8. You feel me? So I'm okay with him, man. I'm rocking with Kirk this year, man.
See, because he got a guy that a guy that knows him, that knows his game, and he's making Kirk pick his spots, man. I saw the rushing touchdown Kirk had last week.
You see that in it? Kirk Jackson. Kirk Jackson.
Look at my boy Kirk, man. And see, I always have an affinity for Kirk because unlike a lot of our fan base, I can appreciate the best quarterback that I've seen here in our lifetime, and it's clearly Kirk, bro. Like 2012, RG3 had a magical year, but the only quarterback for a 4-year period that consistently produced in my lifetime is Kirk Cousins, bro. Wow. We haven't had another one, bro. RG3 had 1 year. Kirk was giving us 4,025 plus touchdowns a year, bro. I've never watched a quarterback throw for 30 touchdowns in the season. Kirk was the closest with 29. Kirk threw for 4,900 yards here. We haven't had anything close to it, bro. We're a revolving door and a recycling bin purgatory of quarterbacks that we churn out every year here. And our fan base treats Taylor Heinicke like he's better than Kirk Cousins. So that'll
shout out Taylor Heinicke, though, man. You know, he a Viking, man.
He is a former Viking. And he was there with Scott Turner. He was there in Carolina with Scott Turner, there in Minnesota with Scott Turner, and here with Scott Turner. So there isn't any excuse for him not to produce now that he's on the field. We're going a 3-game winning streak. Yep. Based on what you know about the Washington Commanders, I like an outside perspective. How scary does this game feel to you, or do you just feel like y'all got this in the bag and we don't got a shot on Sunday?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm more confident with this game than any game we've played this year. You know,
even the Bears?
I'm gonna just keep it real. Yeah, yeah, man. Because the Bears and the Lions, man, being that they're in our division, they just always give us problems, man. This is never an easy game when we playing them, especially the Bears in particular, because we tend to struggle with the Bears more than anybody. Because Green Bay, we even tend to split. There's times where the Bears can sweep us, bro. It's crazy, but this game right here, I just think, I mean, and I want to know how you feel about Carson Wentz later in the show, but I think playing Taylor Heinicke is just going to be a downfall, man. I don't think he's going to be able to beat us. You know what I mean? I do like him, though. You know what I mean? I think he has something about him. He just has that kind of will to win. Yeah, he might not be the most talented guy, but he reminds me of when Case Keenum played for us. You can win. You can definitely go far with a guy like him. You know what I mean? You guys can definitely do something with him as long as the team comes together, man. But I'm not worried about y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm just not, man. And the main reason is Chase Young being out, man. That's a game changer right there. If he was in the game, because he can wreck a game. It's just, I think there's a little bit of injuries in y'all receiver that's pretty good too. That rookie
Jahan Dotson. Yeah, man. We ain't seen that boy. He gave us 4 touchdowns in the first 4 weeks of a season, and we ain't seen him since.
Yeah. And we're pretty healthy. You know what I mean? Like good thing, man. The football gods have been looking over us, man. And we're usually always on the shit end of the stick when it comes to the injuries, man. But this year we've been blessed. We got a couple guys on the list this week, but man, we decent though. You feel me?
We got 2 backers out. We got receivers out, and Chase Young's probably another week or 2 away. Chase Young is wearing the most Terminator Black Panther vibranium knee brace I've ever seen. It looks like it covers the whole leg.
Yeah.
That looks so restrictive, but he still moves like an animal in it. My boy Yam said, who really wants to stand watch? Hey, no. Look, bro, I read this comment. Things about to change because we about to get Besso and Jay-Z in this month, bro. People going to want to come here. We are going to become the apex of business and entertainment in the football world. It's about to change. I got my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Coaches, players, everybody's going to want to be a part of the Amazon Prime Commanders soon, but I got my fingers crossed on that. But you think y'all got it in the bag. The way I look at this Vikings team, I see 6-1, but I see 6-1 in a shit conference. Yeah. And I see a lot of games where y'all didn't impress me. Like, I look like y'all impressed week 1.
Yeah.
Y'all stomped the Packers, who don't look like to be much of shit right now. Heinicke in the squad, we beat them a couple weeks ago. But I see y'all just getting by each week. I mean, like you said, the wins are ugly, but a close win with the Bears, divisional rival, of course. A weird-looking game with the Cardinals last week. We don't know who the Cardinals are. That Kyler Cliff Kingsbury relationship looks crazy. But y'all had trouble. If it wasn't for a fluky fumble, y'all might have lost to the Dolphins with Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater starting on that side. I watched the condensed version of all y'all games, and I know the quarterback like the back of my hand because he was my favorite that we've had here. I think this is a 1-possession, very winnable game on Sunday. We're going to get to the predictions before the end of the show, but I see areas in this team where we could get to them. I know there's a huge difference between 1 p.m. on Sunday, Kirk, and Monday Night Football, Kirk. They're 2 different entities. On prime time, that boy shits the bed 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10. But at 1 p.m., he's a top 8 quarterback in the NFL, and it's hard to argue against that. It's a blackout game. All the fans, we rocking black. We wearing black uniforms. We dress for the funeral of the Snyder's ownership, and we trying to make it dark. We trying to make it feel like a primetime game. So Kirk Cousins is uneasy, and our pass rush, our D-line has been off the chain the last couple of weeks. I think we're going to make it difficult for them. What are some matchups you're looking at in this one?
Our right guard, man, is our weakness on the line. So who y'all got over there? Jonathan
Allen and Payne. They switched. It's interchangeable, but them boys balling this year.
Yeah. So that's probably going to be a big matchup, man, that we're going to have to make sure it's gonna be a big matchup, man, and we're gonna have to make sure we capitalize on. But other than that, man, like this is the main question, right? And it's gonna be who's stopping Justin Jefferson, man. That's what it's really going for. Because I don't know who's y'all main cornerback right now. Like who's y'all main defensive?
Our cornerback room is barbecue chicken.
And ours isn't much better. You know what I mean? But I don't. And I do like
Pete is looking better than he's looked the last few years. He looked like he's getting some of his form back. Dantzler straight. And who y'all got in the slot? Sullivan.
Shandon
right?
Sullivan. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie. Like I love Terry McLaurin, man. That dude is a savage. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna put him on the level with JJ, you feel me? But you know what I mean? I do think he's a top receiver though, like at least a top 10 receiver. You got to put him up there. But I just don't see the match. And then we just got TJ Hawkinson, which I don't know if he's gonna play much. He probably only gonna get a couple snaps, so that may not be nothing y'all gotta really worry about. But Dalvin Cook too. But y'all, like you said though, y'all defensive lineman, I went and did some research, man, before our show. And I didn't know y'all defensive line was playing like that, man. But y'all really getting to the quarterback, boy. So I am worried about that. You know what I mean? I'm a little worried.
That pressure rate going crazy right
crazy.
now. Montez Sweat is he's heard the fans' gripes, and he's finally looking like the guy. Deron Payne is doing everything in his ability to get the contract that he seeks this offseason. Jonathan Allen always balls out, and we're getting stuff by depth guys like James Smith-Williams and F.A. Obata. They are showing us as much bend off the edge as we expect from guys like Chase and Montez. They are absolutely getting after it, and we're finally getting quality linebacker play from our last year's first round pick, Jamin Davis. He's finally growing before our eyes. Our defense is keeping us in these games. You're going to hear everybody talk about Taylor Heinicke, but the defense is the number one reason why we're on this winning streak right now. We're holding guys under 20 points. We're keeping guys out of the end zone. We're giving up a couple big plays here and there, but like someone just said in the chat, like Ben Willard said, the only one that can stop JJ is Kirk, because Justin Jefferson, he's third in the league in yards and his receptions are up there. My guy hasn't seen the end zone since week 1. What's happening there?
Yeah, man. So, and that's frustrating to me too. You know what I mean? That is a frustrating thing as a Vikings fan, just knowing that the caliber of wide receiver he is, and he's young, and he has a mentality to where if he's not getting the ball, man, it gets him out of his zone. You know what I mean? And it's just his maturity, regardless of how good he is, and he's a great team player. But I mean, just as a human, man, just his nature of being competitive like he is, if he ain't getting that ball in that end zone, man, you could just tell, man, when Dalvin Cook runs a touchdown and scores, he's not really as hyped celebrating with the squad. Not to say that he's not a team player and just cares about the wins, but he wants to shine, man, because he knows he's unstoppable as long as he's getting the ball. And I mean, anybody would be like that. You know what I mean? Like it's like, because there was a play, right, on Sunday. Like the third quarter, we just weren't targeting him for some reason. Kirk just wasn't throwing him the ball. And then finally he threw one where he was double covered and JJ went up and grabbed it. You know what I mean? Like caught it over 2 defenders. And after he got up, like he didn't even celebrate. You can just tell he looked at the sideline to the coach and just had that look on his face. Like dog, throw me the ball, man. Like they can't stop me. Hopefully we get him started early. So I always say, you got to get JJ started early, man. First drive, you got to at least get him a jet sweep, throw him a screen, do something, get him popping off early. Because once you do that, then it's going to be a long game for whoever guarding him.
Hell yeah, because when you have a dog receiver like that, bro, you got to force the ball to him.
That's
one thing I can appreciate about Taylor Heinicke, despite his limitations and despite some of the gripes that I have with a guy like Taylor Heinicke. He forces the hell out of the ball to Terry, and Terry is a go-getter, bro. He stole the game from Stephon Gilmore last week, bro. Stole it from him. He had it in his hands, and he took it right out of his hands and said, this is my stadium, because that's where he's from. He went to Cathedral High School in Indianapolis, so he showed the hell out. But why the hell did the Detroit Lions trade in the division and give y'all a quality tight end? I'm trying to understand how that works.
Man, I was shocked as hell when I seen that come across. I was like, yo, they just traded us TJ Hawkinson. Like, what? Because a lot of Vikings fans, we were on the Mike Gesicki train when we heard that he might be an option, which he's decent too. But the thing that separates Hawkinson from Gesicki is Hawkinson's an all-around tight end, though. Like, this man can block, yards after catch. I mean, this dude, he's possibly a superstar tight end that can be in the same conversation as the Kittles and stuff after a couple of years. So it's like, man, I couldn't believe it. And then for what we traded for, what we gave them, and then they gave us 2 picks back too. It's like, yo, like the line, we just straight finessed them, man. Shout out Kwesi, man. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, man. That man there's a genius, man. He know how to handle business, man.
They down bad, bro.
They down all the way bad for that.
They're down super bad. Like Irv Smith goes down with an injury, and y'all just pull a rabbit out of the
I'm telling you. Hey, their GM deserves to be fired for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fact.
What the hell they're doing. And of course, my Commanders are the only shit-stained win that the Lions have this year. Man, that game was hard to watch. Hutchinson had 3 sacks in the first half. Yeah. Carson Wentz looked like a geriatric handicap. My man couldn't even move. And I will say, since we've inserted Heinicke in the lineup, we have a quarterback with legs now, and his legs and his extended playability has helped win us these last couple games. But I'm looking at your defense. It don't look. I definitely see places where we can make plays on this defense. We're using our 1-2 punch at running back with Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson. We're using them naturally now as the RB2, get the ball in space, throw the ball to him in space guy. He's been flourishing over these last couple weeks. I see I see places in this defense and our wide receiver core, even with Dotson out, Terry, Curtis Samuel, we're getting De'Ami Brown back. We got some track stars over here, man. Are your corners and your safety was on the injury report? Was it something personal or was it an injury? Is he good for Sunday, Bynum?
Yeah, he gonna be good. It was something. They said it was a personal matter. I'm not too sure what he had going on, but I'm sure he gonna be ready to play. And if not, man, like honestly, as Vikings fans, like we like Bynum, but we like Josh Metellus better. Like majority of Vikings fans love Josh Metellus better, and he's right behind Bynum, just waiting to get out there, man. We just waiting for Bynum to just keep slipping up so he can come out there. So either way, man, I ain't tripping on that, regardless, because I think we'll be all right, man. Like you said earlier in the show, man, Patrick Peterson just been stepping up like a mug, but I didn't expect him. Like at the beginning of the season, I was on something where I'm like, yo, Patrick Peterson he gonna have a couple games and then he gonna have to turn into, a mentor, let one of these young guys come in and just be a coach on the field or coach,
That's exactly where we were about to segue, because I watched your video from earlier. Y'all got the rookie. Y'all got the young boy, Andrew Booth, just sitting in the wings. He's going to have to see the field at some point this year. And when it's time, who's coming up off the field? Is it Cam Dantzler? Is it Patrick Peterson? Are y'all throwing him in the slot? Is this a week that you feel like y'all can get him out there?
Yeah. So my goal is to be blowing y'all out, honestly, by the fourth quarter. That's my goal, is to be blowing y'all out by the fourth quarter so we can go ahead and throw them out there. But when I did a show the other night, a lot of the Vikings fans that were tapped in with me were just saying, man, it's time to get Andrew Booth out there. And me, I'm a Cameron Dantzler fan. Like I think Cameron Dantzler is a savage. I just think he's a superstar type caliber guy. He just needs a little bit more time. So I don't want him to come in there for him. And then Patrick Peterson's proving me wrong and playing at a high level. So it's almost like only opportunity he might get is the slot, but he's not really naturally a slot cornerback. But I mean, not to say he can't play it, but I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't think he's going to see the field Sunday unless an injury happens or something like that. But nah, man, I like what we got, man. I like Cameron Dantzler. He's an opportunist. And Patrick Peterson playing at a high level. I think they're probably going to, realistically though, they're probably going to put Cameron Dantzler on Terry. You know what I mean? Because that's just
they put Cam Dantzler on Terry. Terry about to get busy. They better put Pat Peterson on him, bro. I'm telling you, that boy's a dog. That boy is different.
Hey, well, Cameron Dantzler, man, he played. They put him on DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, really, what it is Pat Pete just plays the right side of the field and Cam plays the left side, so nobody really follows. So I guess it's all about how y'all line up, whether y'all going to have Terry on the right or the left or move them around. So, they'll get turns. They'll take turns guarding them. You feel me? So we're going to get busy, man. Our turnovers are crazy now. We picking up our turnovers now. We starting to force teams to make turnovers, and hey, it's working out in our favor now, man. Defense is finally coming around. The Donatel scheme, the shell defense that he likes to run, which none of us really liked it at first, but it's starting to pick up now. We're starting to do what it's supposed to do.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ed Donatel running your defense. Yep. Y'all got y'all first year coaching staff. Y'all are 6-1 right now. You say y'all starting to force turnovers. So are we, because we went like 6 weeks without forcing a turnover after week 1. We've only caught 2 interceptions this year, but the last couple weeks, we've managed to force a bunch of fumbles. Like we made Jonathan Taylor fumble, who hasn't been fumbling like that. We made Sam Ehlinger fumble. We've had a couple muffed punts, fumbles, but I think turnovers will tell the difference in this game. I know Kirk is capable of one of those games where he turns the ball over a couple times.
Man, we had that week too, man. We ain't doing that no more.
Yeah, he good for one of those every month, man. It's time that we bring it back. He knows this stadium well. We know him well at this stadium, and we know he's capable of throwing a game away at this stadium. And I think this is going to be a close game, and I think we match up better with you guys than a lot of people think. Mm-hmm. What is your score prediction for Sunday?
Man, my score prediction, I had us winning 31-17.
Woo! Yeah, 31. Blowing us out at home.
31-17, man. I know it. I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. That's just the vibes I'm feeling, man. You know, I got to keep it real, man. You know, I'm confident with this game, which isn't normal. Usually I'm like, man, I don't feel good about this game, but I think we'll win. You know, as content creators, man, we always want to root for our squad, and we're gonna say we're gonna win. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit on here and say we finna lose this game. Now there is a game after y'all. We got a test. We gotta go to Buffalo and play them. But man, this game right here, this is a good game to go into Buffalo too. You know, we need to come into this game. So this game's important. Even though we're 6-1, I think this is still a must-win game for us, man, because you know we need to set a statement here. So when we go into Buffalo, man, we going off that confidence, man. So if we get smacked by y'all and Washington going into Buffalo, we're gonna drop 2 in a row, man. That ain't gonna be fun.
I'll tell you what, man, we're riding a 3-game win streak. If there's one thing I know about my squad, hey, shout out to my boy Josh Taylor. He said we smoking that.
And we smoking that damn pack.
Smoking that damn pack because that boy's out of here. So no matter what happens for the rest of the season, it's a win. We already got our Super Bowl this season.
I know that's right.
If we talk about Sunday, I know there's one thing my team is capable of. Every year, a 3 to 5 game Mickey Mouse win streak exists. I say Mickey Mouse because it feels good in the moment, but it never really leads to shit. It's a fairy tale. Like it's Disney-like. Like we'll get 3 or 4 game win streak and still miss the playoffs at the end of the year. But we got that. We got Ron Rivera. Prayers to the Rivera family. He lost his mom this week. Yeah, that's something else to go off of. Taylor galvanizes this locker room for whatever reason. They love this guy like he's the greatest quarterback of all time. And I don't think y'all have really been challenged in a little bit, man. I see y'all and the Eagles on top of this conference right now, and I see a weak-ass conference. And I think it's time that we win a game versus a significantly better on paper team. I'm taking my Commanders 24-21, and I have Kirk Cousins turning the ball over 3 times on Sunday. 2 picks and a fumble. He's coming back to FedEx, and the FedEx Blues is kicking in 24-21 Commanders. 4 in a row, and we go to Philadelphia on Monday night with a 4-game win streak, and it's setting up like 2020 when we had the Steelers with an 11-0 record, and we went into Pittsburgh and beat them. So that's how.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all do that, man. I'm gonna be mad as hell. I ain't gonna lie. If Kirk Cousins do that, boy, I'm on his job. I'm calling for his job.
You're going to sound like your girl Jade, because Jade is not rock with. Shout out to Jade, by the way. I think her page like Sports and Stars and Sports.
Yeah, man. Shout out like Jade for sure. Yeah.
She's dope. I like her content. I'm going to have to rock with her at some point, but she's not a big Kirk Cousins believer. She sounds like a lot of our fans were. Kirk is good for one of them. Kirk is overdue for one of them. I got a 3 Kirk turnover game, and I got us winning 24-21, and I got Terry going for over 100 yards and a touchdown on Sunday. If that were to take place, how do you feel about the Vikings team sitting at 6-2 coming off a loss in DC on Sunday?
I mean, if it plays out exactly how you say it plays out, I'm gonna be mad. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be mad at Kirk Cousins if he gives the ball up 3 times, because one thing, I mean, you probably should know that. Yeah, he does have those games, you know, where he's gonna crush, but it's not at 1:00 on Sunday. We know that. You know what I mean? That's usually don't happen. But if he gives the ball away 3 times, because Kirk is really good at protecting the ball, like he will not make a risky throw. That's a big thing that we don't like about him. The ones that are realists of Vikings fans that say, hey, look, Kirk's okay, but he needs to start taking more chances, man. Like, quit worrying about throwing an interception. You know what I mean? This man does not want an interception on his damn stat sheet. He'll do anything to avoid that shit.
Our fans hated that shit, bro.
Like, I mean, a guy can be wide open downfield, but it don't matter. He will throw it to the fullback, running back that's 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage before he thinks he's gonna throw an interception. But I don't think he's going to turn the ball over 3 times, man. I just don't see that happening with Kirk this Sunday. But if it does, I'm going to be mad, bro. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to come back, tap in with you, and let you know exactly how shitting I am, man. But I'm going to give y'all props if y'all do that. But that ain't happening, man. Like really my boy Knowledge said, man, you can wake up now, man.
Is it really a revenge game for Kirk? He won. He found greener pastures. He's seen a playoff game, and he's 2 fully guaranteed contracts later. He won, bruh. The revenge is on our side.
Yeah, for sure.
He won. He got the glow up, bruh. He found greener pastures with a better woman elsewhere.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. He damn sure did. He done won that battle, man, a long time ago. Man. 2018.
And we've reaped what happens when you let we've reaped what we sowed by letting him go. We've started 14 quarterbacks in the 4-5 seasons since he's left, and we still don't have our long-term answer here.
Do you feel like if Kirk was still y'all quarterback, like even last year when y'all made it to the playoffs, you feel like it would have been a different season? Like you guys would have been.
I feel like we would consistently contend for the playoffs if Kirk was here, but also like there's a lot of hypotheticals and context that goes into that. Some of the players we had wouldn't be on the roster because we wouldn't have picked this high. We would have never went 3-13 with Kirk, so Chase Young wouldn't be here. It's a whole different conversation of things, but he's like when you have a good quarterback, you don't let him out the building, man, and especially a guy you drafted. But they never wanted to accept Kirk because they wanted Robert to be the guy, and Kirk was always going to be the orphan stepchild, and that's how it was always going to be treated here. I wanted us to pay him because in this league, when your quarterback is due to get paid, you pay him, you move on, you keep it going, and the next quarterback that's up is going to reset the market again. I don't care about the team's money. It's not my money, and as teams like the Rams have showed, the salary cap can be a mythical figure, an urban legend of such. So I don't really trip off of all that stuff, bro.
Agreed.
How do you – y'all played Philly already this year. That's your only loss this year.
Right.
How do you feel like you stack up against them, and do you feel like y'all have a legitimate shot at the number 1 seed in the NFC?
Yeah, man. So I actually made a prediction that I think they're going to take an L tonight against the Texans, man. I think the Texans on Thursday night, man, it's one of those trap games. I think the Eagles, this going to be the game they fall. And
they went down and scored on them on the first drive of the game. The Texans.
Hey, pay attention. It's happening. But we need a. I said this last night. If we were to play them again, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be a different ball game, man. That's just what it's gonna be. Especially once we get TJ. I'm telling you right now, TJ Hawkinson pickup just changed the whole trajectory of this season. Especially being we're already 6-1, and then we add him. Like, come on, man. Once he get that playbook under his belt, it's a done deal, man. And Kirk loves throwing to the tight ends. It's happening, man. It's happening. So that would even move the needle a little bit for me. I think we would match up a lot better with him if we play him again, just off of having that chip on our shoulder too. Like, like that's what I like about Kevin O'Connell. He would have that locker room talk like, man, you saw what they did to y'all last time. Y'all gonna let them smack y'all again like that, so it'd be a different ball game.
I miss KOC, man. And Heinicke, every time he gets this bonus, this 6-figure bonus every time he wins a game. So he cops a pair of sneakers every time he beats a team. And he cops a pair of J's specifically. My man say he's getting some Prince sneakers this week. Go ahead and get you the Grape 5s or something. Go ahead and get you something ordered up. Put it in the cart because the Commanders are coming out victorious on Sunday. My man Rap don't think so, but I feel it, man. I'm feeling the juju. I'm feeling 4 in a row. I don't know how it gets done, but 24-21. What up, my guy, Gerald? You got your Vikings people in here, man. They've been strong in this joint.
Yeah, man. Shout out Skull Mafia, man. My boy Knowledge. Yo, we in the building, man.
What does skull mean? Because I'm very ignorant to the statement. What does it mean?
So it's just a Viking fight chant. You know what I mean? That's just what they like. The Vikings of history. they would say Skull, and it's SKAL, but the Vikings kind of trademarked the SKOL. You know what I mean? So it's just a Vikings war chant.
Do y'all have a fight song?
Yeah, man, we got a fight song. You ain't never have you ever heard the Skull chant before the games and shit?
I've heard the Skull chant. Is there more lyrics to
it? We lit, bro.
Oh, like, let me hear the fight song.
Man, listen, we lit, man. It's the fight song ain't that good. It's just like Skull Vikings run up the score. It's one of them cheesy ass shits. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Vikings Skull Vikings. Skull. I don't like the fight song, but I'm telling you what. The chant fire though, you know what I mean? When we hitting that drum with that skull, that's where it's at. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Oh, trust me, I know what you mean, because we just rebranded and changed from the Redskins to the football team to the Commanders, and we tweaked our former fight song, and it made a big tizzy amongst the fan base. Me being 31. I think the fight song sounds dated. It sounds dated. Hell to the Commanders. Hell victory. Fight for old DC. Like it's very, it sounds like a fight song, but we have a fan in our fan base. He named Oh Goody. He dropped the Commander song. Have you heard it?
Nah, I'll go check it out, man. I actually did music, man. I do music as well, and I was thinking about doing me a Viking song, man.
You have a rapper ass voice, so I could definitely see that. Like you sound like you rap, bro.
Yeah, like so my my new intro that I had East Coast Gridiron made for me, man. I gave him one of my songs to use on my intros on my video, man. It's like the past 2 videos that I got it on, man. So that's me on there on that intro too, man. But yeah, I used to do music though, man. I don't do it no more. I'm 33. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like that. It take a lot to be an artist, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I can't party and shit no more.
I used to rap back in the day. I wanted to take my own stab at an anthem for the Commanders.
Do it.
Now, hell yeah, right now we got this joint. It's like left hand up. Who are we? The Commander. The song sounds kind of cheesy, but it's catchy as hell.
There you go.
On a win streak, that joint hits different. Shout out to my guy Keith, who is a part of this group, the Hog Farmers, man. Some of the best fans in our fan base. Their foundation brings awareness, sheds light, and does so much for the families of children with pediatric cancer. So shout out to my guys.
Yeah, shout them out, man.
I rep these guys every chance that I can. They are a light, a shining light on this fan base, and I appreciate all of them. Joe, Corey, KP, Chris, Keith, all those guys. Joe, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all Sunday when we're in all black at FedEx for the Vikings funeral, hopefully. When I say that, man. But I'm looking around at the conference this year, man. The NFC is not good at all. It feels like all the good teams are on the other side this year.
Yeah, man, that's a fact, man. It's time for the underdogs, including y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, it's one of those years where the Eagles just have to be 6-0 now, and they playing the Texans. Like, their schedule looks super easy too, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like them. But y'all still can compete. I think y'all can compete with the Giants and the Cowboys and stuff like that, man. Y'all still got to play them. Who'd y'all lose to so far in y'all's division?
We lost to Cooper Rush and the Cowboys, and we lost to the Eagles. We still got the Giants twice, and we got to play our second game versus both of the other teams. Yeah. I like how we match up versus the Giants. They're well coached, but I definitely like how we match up versus them. And I think with the defense, Jack Del Rio finally getting them boys right, we'll definitely match up better with Dallas next time we see him, even though they got Prescott back. But hey, left hand up in the chat though. We're embracing that song, bro. That's the anthem now, man. Tyrone said Cousins throws for 350 plus and 3Ds. Don't believe me, just watch. You know, he may do that. He may do that in a loss, because in the way that I see the game, it's 24-21.
In a loss? Nah, he talking about winning.
I can see it, bro. I can see it. But Kirk definitely may light us up, bro, because our cornerback room, Kendall Fuller is rotisserie chicken on a regular basis. Benjamin St. Juice, he flashes a lot of potential. I like him. I like the guy. If only he could corral the interceptions that come to him sometime, he may be an actual cornerback. And the other corner we got out there is a nigga named Wild Goose. Rashad Wild Goose. He's catch-22. Like, he's a guy we picked up off the streets. It started bad. It's been decent to good-ish the last few weeks, but the way that y'all move Justin Jefferson around the lineup, it gives me a heart attack because I don't want Wild Goose or Kendall Fuller on Justin Jefferson, and I feel like we may see a good amount of that. And we have been known my whole life as the slump busters. Justin Jefferson ain't seen the end zone in 7 weeks. He's definitely scoring on Sunday.
Yeah, he getting the touchdown. Yeah. They're gonna make that a point this week right here. JJ has to do the gritty, man. He gonna do the gritty, man. He got to.
He definitely gonna gritty at least one time on Sunday, but it's gonna be in a loss, man. I really feel like who will be the winner of the Super Bowl come from the winner of the Super Bowl to me is whoever comes out of the Chiefs-Bills game. Whoever comes out of that game standing, to me, is going to win the Super Bowl. But who knows with how this league goes. Nobody thought the Bengals were going to the Super Bowl last year. So you never know. And someone in the NFC could turn up. The Vikings got McCaffrey now. They got some momentum on their side.
The 49ers.
Y'all could turn up in the playoffs this year. Yeah. And Philly may actually be legit. We got to see, though. They're not too battle-tested yet, but we got to see. I like the it looks like our whole division may make the playoffs this year. That shit is crazy. The whole NFC East, we are right there for the 7th seed right now. And the Giants and Cowboys are in, and of course, the Eagles are the number 1 seed right now. When's the last time a whole division made the playoffs?
It's been a while. It's been a while. I know last year everybody was talking about the Chiefs division doing that because they had all the, what are they, AFC West, I believe?
AFC West, yeah.
Yeah, like, so, because last year it was about them. This year it's about you guys. You guys have the NFC, and y'all always get this, man. NFC least, all the sorry teams.
We
Cowboys.
back up now.
Y'all back up now. Yeah, y'all back up, man. And shit, I like seeing it. I like seeing it because y'all have an interesting division, good competition. So it's what's up seeing y'all. But this Sunday, man, sorry, y'all gonna have to fall up out that 7th seed, man. We might knock y'all out that 7th seed. I'm telling you, y'all just in the way, man. Y'all just in the way. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all in the way.
Listen, I'm not saying that we're making the playoffs. I'm saying we're in.
Oh, you don't think you'll make the playoffs this year?
I don't know what we are right now.
I'm
still trying to figure out what the identity of my team is because I know we're good for one of these win streaks, but always end up with 7 wins when the season comes to the end.
Let me ask you this. Would you right now, Carson Wentz is 100% healthy. Who are you running the rest of the season with?
If Carson plays 70% of the snaps here, we owe the Colts our 2nd round pick because it's a conditional pick. So I can't have him get to that. And I have seen almost enough that if you make a switch from Heinicke, it should be to the rookie Sam Howell at this point.
That's crazy you said that, man. Sam Howell had a great preseason, man. I actually talked about him in one of my live shows during the preseason, man. That dude's a savage, man.
Why go back to Wentz when we got a guy that gives you the same mobility as Heinicke with the same arm as Wentz, who we don't know what he is in this league yet. So I think Wentz is a better quarterback than Heinicke, but I don't see any point of him coming back on my football team on the field this year. Right. Knowing Ron and how stubborn he is and how he attached himself to Carson Wentz's $28 million salary, I could see Ron putting Carson back in and ruining our 2nd round pick for the 2023 draft. But I don't see the point in it. The team gravitates better to Heinicke, and when Heinicke's, because a backup quarterback is only going to be decent to good-ish for a sample size. It's not going to last too long. When it's time to make a change again, show me what the rookie, the 144th overall pick, has, because he's mobile. He has a body that's built to take more punishment than Taylor Heinicke, and he has an absolute rocket, quick release, and he gets the ball out of his hand, and he comes from a pro-style system. I need to know if there's something on this roster that should prevent us from having to draft a quarterback early in the draft next year. And the only thing on this roster that could be that is the quarterback that's behind Heinicke right now. It's Sam Howell. I want to see what he has at some point, but we're currently in the midst of the playoff picture of the NFC. So Ron's not going to concede to a rookie. But I will say this. Heinicke's played 8 quarters. 6 out of the 8 quarters were bad, but the dude clutched out both games, and he plays kind of a reckless style. At some point, we may see Sam Howell, but I don't see the point in putting Wentz back in, to be perfectly honest. The man should just get his $28 million and boogie at the end of the year, because we're not tied to him past this year. But knowing this old boomer, stubborn-ass coaching staff that we have, it wouldn't surprise me to see Carson Wentz again in like 3 weeks.
Yo, Carson Wentz is straight finessing the NFL, man, out of millions and millions of dollars, bro. It's crazy. I've never been a fan of Carson Wentz.
I had high hopes.
I just think he tries to die on every play, man. That's his problem. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't know when to just stop, man. You know, like tries to do too much. In my opinion,
all away.
Yeah, like in my opinion, that's what it is, man. He just tries to be superhero every play, man. You can't do that, you know, in this league.
The thing here was we've had 7 different offensive line combinations through the first 8 weeks of this season. The pressure got so bad for him that he got shell-shocked. He started Sam Darnold-esque seeing ghosts and walking into sacks. The Lions game, the Cowboys game, and the Eagles game, that man was so terrified of the rush, he was making sacks happen himself. No, the line didn't help him, but the difference between him and little Rudy underdog ass Heinicke is that his feet and his legs make shit happen. The 4th and 2 on Sunday that we converted versus the Colts that Heinicke did, Wentz definitely gets sacked or throws a pick or incompletion on that play. And it's for shit like that why I understand why there's such love in the fan base for Taylor Heinicke. I just don't get it twisted and think that he's a long-term solution here, but it's for that reason why we have to have a mobile quarterback playing for it. So it needs to be Heinicke or Wentz going forward. Y'all have Nick Mullins behind Kirk Cousins. Have y'all considered what the hell happened with Kellen Mond? Did he not show anything when he was there?
Yeah, so Kellen Mond he pretty much just showed it. Kellen Mond just proved that Mike Zimmer was right last year. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Zimmer called out Kellen Mond last year. And all of us were really mad at that. Like, damn, Mike Zimmer, like, you going to treat the man like that? He's like, man, we see Kellen Mond every day at practice. We know who he is. You know what I mean? But us as fans, we're like, man, there's no way that Sean Mannion is better than Kellen Mond, because we had Sean Mannion, you know, and it's like Kellen Mond this preseason, man, just ain't it, man. He just got work to do, you know. So we released him. He's with the Browns now. And Nick Mullins is definitely a way better backup. Like, he can come in and win a game if we got to.
Sure.
You know, so we feel a lot more comfortable, man. Our front office is just in beast mode right now, man. We trying to win. We trying to get that trophy, man. You know what I mean? Within our windows here, next 3 years, the Vikings will hold up that trophy.
Cousins has too much production to say that he's robbed the NFL. He's a quality, consistent starter, and his best ability is availability. The motherfucker don't miss games. So I wouldn't say that Kirk at all robbed the league. Go back and look at his production, and he actually has won a playoff game since he's been there. Matt Stafford won his first playoff game last year when they won the Super Bowl over there. It's very contextual when it comes to this quarterback conversation in the league. But I hate to root for people's downfall, but I knew Kellen Mond was ass, bro. I don't even like the way that man, he holds and throws a football like a robot throwing a javelin, bro. I don't like that. I don't like the way he holds that shit, bro. I never thought that was going to ever see success in the league, bro.
Hey, you got a point, man. You got a point. He do got a weird ass throwing motion, man. He did that shit in Texas A&M. I seen that, man. We had high hopes on him, but man, bygones is bygone. We off of his ass now, and I think we'll wind up drafting our guy eventually. You know, we'll probably extend Kirk again. Unfortunately for me, because I want to get our guy, man. But you know, Kirk, as long as Kirk's winning, man, I'm starting to trust him more now. Like,
you want to draft your guy?
Oh yeah, for sure. Dead ass serious, for sure. I do. I just want to get our guy, man. I'm jealous of the Josh Allens and the Patrick Mahomes. Like, you know, getting that guy that you know your team, your franchise can have for 10 plus years, and you don't have to worry about the quarterback. You can just focus on everything else. And Kirk is good enough for us right now to where he's winning us games. You know what I mean? He can play at a high level. Sometimes he'll hit a slump, but it's we got to be thankful for what he's doing, man, for sure.
My man
He said Shane said rapper Kirk hit it. Yeah, that's my boy, man. Shout out my boy Shane, man.
He said rapper Kirk hit. Hey man, he been rocking with him, but he's keeping it real. He's being objective. That don't mean you're a hater, man. Because I'm called a Heinicke hater because I don't gush and slurp every single thing he does and give him all the credit every week. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. He plays with balls. He's balls to the wall. He has the moxie and the personality, but like, I know what he is, bro. Yeah. And a lot of our fan base, they get blinded by little sample sizes of success. I've been preying on a franchise guy my whole life. When would you draft a quarterback with Kirk in the fold, possibly seeing another extension in the future?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if they available this draft, get him. Like, not to say he's gonna just be a rookie that just starts right away. You know what I'm saying? But if they see their guy, man, I trust our front office enough now, like with Kwesi and stuff. Like, I feel like they're gonna be able to really get the guy. Like Rick Spielman, man, he was trash at locating a quarterback and stuff. They just didn't know the difference between a good one and a sorry one, man. I think our front office now can tell the difference. And I'm excited to see what they do, man, because eventually we're gonna have to make a move. You feel me? Like, eventually we gonna have to. I mean, Kirk's not getting no younger either. We just can't keep extending him over and over again. Like, I see three more seasons, damn near, maybe 4, you know what I mean, at most, before this guy's done been in the league damn near 15 years at that point. So it's like, shit, hey, come on, man.
So you talking about Arch Manning season at that point?
Yeah, I'm talking something, goddamn, man. We're gonna have to do something. You know what I mean? Like, and this year right here is kind of changing the narrative, man, because we're 6-1. But like I said, he's having his worst season damn near ever. But we're 6-1. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just shows that when he isn't playing like he usually plays, as long as the team is doing what we're supposed to do, man, he can be a winning quarterback. And he says it himself, man. It's about wins, man. He had a press conference this morning where they asked him about Washington and stuff like that, talking about, is there any bitter taste in his mouth and things like that. And he said it. He said, listen, Washington, we kept going under 500, or we were going 500. He's like, when you do that in this league as a quarterback, man, it's about what you did for me recently, man. So if you're not winning and getting to the playoffs, the team gonna move off of you, man. It just is what it is, man. The quarterback position, that's what you sign up for. I don't care, man. If you losing, the quarterback is getting blamed, bro. Like, you are the guy. So this is what it is, man.
Oh yeah, and I'm looking at these draft classes. My man said he don't think the class is good. It's a good quarterback class coming out, especially at the top. Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud. I know people are afraid to death of Ohio State quarterbacks, but C.J. Stroud is really good, bro. That man is really – and Bryce Young, I don't care that he's 188. Throw 15 pounds on that guy. That boy is different, bro. The guy who I am not sure of that they say the NFL guys love is the guy out of Kentucky, Will Levis, but he's another option up front. Then you start getting to the Hendon Hookers, the Tyler Van Dykes, the Jaron Youngs, and it's a good quarterback class on paper, but whenever they say good quarterback class, you never know because shit always hits the fan when they get to the league. Zach Wilson hasn't shown anything in 2 years. He's holding back a really good Jets team right now. Trevor Lawrence is still seeing woes when he's supposed to be the most can't-miss thing since Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck. The draft is always a crapshoot. But I just want, for the life of me, for Washington to get our guy. See, how I see it playing out is we're not going to win enough games to be in the mix for one of the top 2 guys this year. So we're going to probably draft a cornerback. I love Joey Porter Jr. or something in the first round. Corner or a lineman in the first round. We're going to probably – I hope we save money. I hope we don't go try to trade for Derek Carr or bring in another retread veteran. Roll with Howell and Heinicke next year if you don't draft the guy. And in 2024, Davis May or Caleb Williams, who is DMV born and raised out of this area, better be my quarterback or we're going to have problems, bro. We cannot keep ducking this quarterback position. I am now 31 years old, and we have never seen a quarterback get to his second contract here. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it exists. We've never seen 30 touchdowns. I'm sick of it, bro.
Kirk coming back 2024, man. Kirk coming back, man. Homecoming.
Hell no. That is not happening, bro.
Homecoming, man.
That's y'all guy for life. He's going to finesse y'all for fully guaranteed contract until the end of time. Yeah. What is your record prediction for the duration of the season? How are y'all finishing? CJ is not trash. You are wild, bro. You said 13-4?
Yeah, 13-4, yeah.
13-4. And when do the Vikings play their final game this year? What round are you talking?
NFC Championship game, man. We going after the Eagles, man. Us and the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, man.
Rap is drinking the purple Kool-Aid.
I'm all on it.
He got the grape Kool-Aid on deck. Got the whole
deck. I'm hyped, man. And we gonna show y'all. We gonna show y'all exactly what going on Sunday. Y'all gonna get a taste, like I said, because y'all just in the way right now. And we gonna show y'all why, man. We just getting better and better. That's the thing, right? Our team hasn't, we're 6-1, but our offense hasn't even hit our stride yet, man. We still learning a new system and all that. It's gonna get crazy, man, here in the next couple of weeks, man. Y'all see perfect timing for the Bills game, actually. You know what I'm saying?
And Shane, you correct. We was definitely playing with Kirk's money, and I was happy that he found his money elsewhere because Bruce Allen's dumbass completely botched that situation. But just know you're not about to see some slight ass team on Sunday. This D-line gets after it. Y'all gonna see what that Alabama duo known as Payne and Allen, Montez Sweat off the edge. And there's a safety back there who is the number 1 graded safety in the league right now. His name is Cameron Curl. And that boy is a problem. You will see him. Bold prediction. Cameron Curl catches an interception on Sunday. That doesn't sound bold to a lot of people, but we don't catch interceptions, so it's bold as hell. Give me a bold prediction for Sunday before you slide.
Man, a bold prediction is going to be that Justin Jefferson. I'll do this. All right, Justin Jefferson's going to have 130 yards, receiving, and TJ Hawkinson's going to score a touchdown, man.
Damn, right off the rip. In limited time, Hawkinson about to just come in and score.
He going to score a touchdown. TJ Hawkinson scoring 1 touchdown this week, man, off the rip. We're going to use him. We'll put him in on a simple play down in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely going to get on the field. You feel me? He's getting on the field, and I think the red zone is where we'll put him in at. That's probably what they're doing right now as far as installing plays. They're probably letting him go slowly but surely because we got a lot of plays to run, man. But I think they'll say, hey, look here. Red zone plays, man. Let's focus on that for this week so we can just get you on the field and watch. He gonna score him a touchdown this Sunday.
They said Rap need to be drug tested.
I need to be drug tested. Nah, man. We like that, man. We like that for real, man. I'm telling you.
Speaking of like that, bro, I'm gonna be at the stadium on Sunday. If we win this game, that whole stadium better be chanting "You like that" as Kirk exits FedEx Field for the last time, bro. We better all be chanting "You like that" as they leave. And when we get this W on Sunday, Rap gave 2 bold predictions, so I'm gonna give one more. 125 yards and 2 touchdowns for Terry McLaurin on Sunday. At Peterson, Cam Densler, put on your dancing shoes because we got a dog over here, and he's number 17, and we're rocking all black. We're dressed for somebody's funeral. I hope it's not our own. I appreciate you for coming on with me today. Let people know where they can find you, my boy.
Man, go to Purple Pocket Podcast, man. Hit the subscribe button. We on the road to 1,000, man. We trying to get there. So, hey, we appreciate everybody that was in the chat today, man. Hey, you got you a good fan base here, Rio, man. Shout out to the Commanders, but Sunday it just is what it is, man. Y'all gonna be the commies on Sunday, man.
The commies.
Y'all gonna be the commies on Sunday, man. You know, but hey, it's all love to you and your crew, man, for sure, man. Appreciate everything you do, man, as a content creator.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, and I thank you for coming on with me today. My man said the Maryland Comanches. Yo, y'all gotta put some respect and some reverence on our name.
Let's go, man. Jay.
Hey, man. Good luck on Sunday, man.
Yeah,
we gotta talk again after it, man.
Yeah, we will, man. We'll tap in after the game for sure, man.
Appreciate you for coming through, man.
All right.
Deuces. All right, y'all. The guest has left the building. So this is the portion of the show where we cut up a little bit and we talk from a Washington perspective. What are we looking for Sunday, guys? He said the Vikings dropping 5 in a row. That's crazy. Bold prediction, Wild Goose finna get a pick. Bruh, Wild Goose get a pick 6. I'm going crazy, bruh, because he's actually solid. He's better than William Jackson was for us, bruh. I like to call him, I don't know if y'all watched the Boondocks. There was a pimp named Slickback. I like to call Wild Goose a nigga named Wild Goose, bro, because that's literally the most random fucking name possible any given Sunday. I don't think they're that much better than us. That's the thing, bro. They got a better quarterback. They have a superstar receiver. We have a superstar receiver. They got some pieces on both sides of the ball, but I watched the condensed version of all their games last night. They don't fucking scare me. Like, if we play ball control and our defense plays how it's played the last couple weeks, sprinkling an interception or two, we can beat this team. This is going to be a one-possession game, win or lose on Sunday. They're not blowing us out. McLaurin going to moss somebody. He got to. It's the Minnesota Vikings. It's only right that he mosses somebody versus the team that originated the term mossing. It's where it came from. Rio, shout out to you. Hey, appreciate all the Viking Skull gang, Purple gang. Appreciate all of y'all that pulled up to the show. Raging Sports Talk. Tell me why you don't like KJ Jefferson, second best quarterback in the SEC, and you don't show him no love. He cool, bro, but something about him, bro. It doesn't pop to me as he's going to be special in the league, and I want special. To give you an example, a guy KJ Jefferson is better than, but will get way more buzz in the draft because he's tooled up and traded up next year, will be Richardson out of Florida. That guy's game is raw as shit, but he has every bit. He's going to get the Josh Allen treatment next year because of how fucking tooled up and traded up he is, bro. I want younger Stroud out of this year's class. If we draft a guy after the first round, Hendon Hooker, but I don't see the point of drafting a guy after the first round with Sam Howell on the roster. If we don't get one this year, I need Davis May or Caleb Williams in 2024. Absolutely. Bold prediction, we get the number 6 playoff spot next week. Woo! So you saying we beating Minnesota and Philly. That's what you're saying. Doesn't the Philly game set up to be just like the Pittsburgh game from 2020 when they were like 11-0 and we beat them on like a Tuesday night? It ended up being a Tuesday night because of COVID. See, KJ, thank you. KJ Jefferson just doesn't do it for me. He doesn't project or exude special at the next level for me. Smash that like button, by the way. We still got 77 in here. I'm going to wrap up the stream in a second, but I'm going to see what y'all talking about first. Oh, man, I actually clicked on one of these spam things. I don't got none of my mods here with me. How's the game looking tonight? I'm about to hop off and catch this game. I've been posting content all week. I even got more shit. I got game picks from me, Big Doug, and a lot of the other Washington creators coming on the show tomorrow. I've been dropping content all week. Yeah, and go find your love. That shit hilarious, bro. They out here singing Drake lyrics to me on spam pages. I can't see us beating Philly even if we win Sunday. Somebody's got to beat them. Somebody's got to beat them, and they aren't as battle-tested. And we have new blood, new life, and we've seemed to figure a couple things out. Somebody got to beat these motherfuckers, man. Why not us? Why not us hoping for that 5-5? Hey, who's going to be there Sunday? I'll be there. Vikings may be scarier than the Eagles. there's valid points to make here, but that Eagles roster is crazy. Shout out to my guy Rap again. I know he's a Minnesota fan, but he drops good content, real content, good unfiltered stuff, and that boy knows and reps his team. He's 117 subscribers away from 1,000. Let's get him to 1,000 and let's get him monetized, because this YouTube content creator, NFL community, we look out for one another, man. I'm on the road to 6K. My guy's on the road to his first K. Let's go. And I'm on the road to 1 million views. We are now over 800,000. We got a little under 200,000 to go. I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up as usual. Outlaw King, the Giants fan yesterday talking real spicy. Bruh, I can't wait to play the Giants because I like how we match up against them. Terry's next victim is going to be Cam Dantzler and a little bit of Patrick Peterson, but I'm going to guess it's going to be Cam Dantzler. Fletcher Cox just got injured, may end up rebounding, but perhaps the leg. And Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is out for a month. He's on temporary IR for the Eagles, so that's something to pay attention to. But hey, man, appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate all the engagement I get on the videos and all the energy, whether we're right, wrong, and different, whether we agree or we disagree. We are passionate about our squads. We rep it. Hell to the Commanders. Hail victory. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Until next time, Rio out. Appreciate you, Sheen, for popping in last minute. Smash that like button. And if you're not sub to the channel, sub to your boy, because we keep it real, raw, unfiltered, and fun over here. The field will be painted black background in camo letters in the end zone, and the W on the midfield stripe is going to be camo. It is the salute to service game. I'll see y'all at FedEx Field on Sunday. Salutations. Left hand up.